Ugh, this is what I fear. Bye-bye, Lucario. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as part of this review series on reviewing Mega Pokemon decks, well, not really the decks, because there are a lot of decks and variations. Some of you geniuses changed it up to make it work the most utmost that it can be. But I'm really reviewing the Mega Lucario deck that came out, that was published on the same channel in the Archetypes 11 review. A nice little tidbit here. The ladder resetted, so I am back down to Gardevior. Latias is a big achievement. I reached where I had majority losses. Just about time, you're sacrificing time. So we have Lunatoon as our draw power. Lucata and its evolved form to act as a boss in this deck. Riolu, of course, and Mega Lucario man himself. Solrock, because it can't work without Lunatoon, vice versa. We have Earth and Steel Battle, Nest Ball, Night Stretchers. Premium Power Pole to give that edge, Ultra Ball, Gravity Mountain, Boss's Order, and Lily's Determination, Professor Tourist Scenario, Professor Research, and Maximum Belt is our ace spec. We have a Rock Chestplate and of course Rock Energy. That's basically the deck there. Very, very basic. So we'll see what changes we'll make and give a proper review of this deck. Lucario is a stage 1 Pokemon, again. 1 energy for its first attack, 2 energy for the second, so it's prime for a fast setup anyway. Ooh, my hand ain't looking so good. Like I pull all my energies. Alright, so Rock isn't so bad to set up. We have Fighting Gong as well to draw our specific Rock type Pokemon. Alright, nice. Ugh, just needed one more to knock it over the edge. Looks like we're up against a Gardevoir deck, Mega Gardevoir, or maybe the classic deck. Let's see. One of the things I learned from before with Gardevoir decks that I had my matchup with is that everything else around it, especially for my decks right now with the Mega Pokemons, I could really take a hit from anything else except the Gardevoir and what they do. So to kill out their Gardevoirs, their little Ratlas, Rolls, to kill them off is what I really need to do as fast as possible. It doesn't really have that much energy in the grave. Oh, check this out. We're up against some same but different here. My deck also takes energy from the grave. At this point, I realize that I'm very weak to Psychic Pokemon. I don't think I have anything to combat Psychic Pokemons either. I put it on the Solrock because it's a one prizer and it's also weak to grass. Either way, Gary can still knock me out because of Solrock being 100 hit points, and of course because it don't need that much. I think it's weakness times 2. I checked the weakness for the rest of them. It looks like a mixed bag between Psychic and Grass type weakness. I don't think this deck has anything to combat Psychic right now. That's a fail. At that point, I didn't really feel like there's anything I could do. I don't particularly like that aspect that I have. I wanted to do something different. Just get all my stuff on the bench and not waste too much time on it. So hoping that would be useful. I wanted to get something to come back Gardevoir, but I didn't have any idea right now where I have a rock type Pokemon with a good hit point. I had some runner ups here for dark type Pokemon, but they were all stage 1, stage 2. Putting extra Pokemon might take away some time. Uh, a bias to wanting to put either the Eevee or the Ursaluna right now. This was a put in just to give it a little hitter. I think the Ursaluna is a weak to rock type too. Can't go wrong with Ursi. So rough again. Okay, so already I noticed this deck isn't really short for draw power, and it's a fast setup. Very super weak to Gardevoir. Could get hit in like one go with just a regular Gardevoir. Has some nice things to get over the edge. So I personally don't think that the maximum belt will work too much because I already have those premium power pros. At the same time, if I'm met with a Bidoo, I might experience some trouble. Going back with the maximum belt because it's set up really fast anyway. I'll give it a chance. I didn't really get to use it anyway. I'll give it a chance. Plus anything else over here don't really seem too fitting except like the unfair stamp. I was contemplating the unfair stamp. But with some of these things, it don't really matter because it has such draw power already with the Lunatone. Plus, you have Lily and Ayuno to give us some draw power. All in all, this deck is pretty consistent. Very, very fast. Can be set up within 2 turns as well. Nice, this hand is good. Nice. Yep. First turn can hit him. That person gets out of the bench faster now though. Let's see what are we up against. Is it a Charizard? It looks like a hybrid of some sort. Of course we're bringing Lunatone. Why wouldn't we? Alright, so what I want to do is take some premium power pro to give Lucario a little bit of the edge. Draw some cards. See if it works. I could use the Fighting Gong to pull my next Lucario on the bench to set it up. Quick. I'll use the Lazy Determination to see what a card I could pull to give me some edge. The option right now will bring in Lucario. Which means that I wasted that Premium Power Pro for no reason. Ugh. Yeah, why not? Why not? Could ever be too careful. Basically wasted my Power Pros, but at that point it was in the event I didn't get a Mega Lucario. I could see why they want to evolve the Greninja first. I'm not weak against it, so thank goodness. One of the downsides with Grand Tree is I could evolve up my Mega Lucario without having to draw it either. So I'm gonna evolve it up. I'm gonna take it away. So you can't evolve up to that Jotik. I'm gonna put down. Nice. My premium pro coming in clutch. It's a shame I'm not fighting as a Charizard right now, because I could have had some fried chicken. What are you gonna do, dude? Mind you, this is sped up. Clearly it's not sped up fast enough. The most I could do right now is put things on the bench. Yes, I know the aspect not working, but I'm gonna put it down anyway. Oops. I had like one more gravity mounted in my deck, so. Alright, nice. I have no issues right now with the deck. The setup is good. Good draw power. Mostly, any mistakes I could might have been my own folly. The setup not so bad. My goodness. And I wasted the 2 premier power pearls this time. Ugh. This is what I fear. Bye bye, Lucario. Yep. Do it. Just do it. I have no qualms. I have no qualms. I got Professor Research in my hand. Go ahead. Oh, by the way, right? My next review is gonna be on the Mega Latias deck. I wanted to do that first, but it was like late in the night and my brain cells weren't working. And I wanted a very simple deck I could use without any mental strain. Because the Lucario deck, not the Lucario deck, the Latias deck and the other decks I wanted to use had a lot of different Pokemon and a lot of movement parts that weren't so straightforward. Requires a lot of skill and whatnot. I didn't want to use my brain power much in that way. So already, one of the benefits here is how both Soul Rock and what's that word? Makut Makuhita. There you go. They're both good things that get around both Cornerstone Mask and Mimikyu. I'd say I need a switch, but I have Balloon in this deck. Thank you, Professor Toro's research. The thing is how I've not seen Hariyama's attack to itself. I didn't even see that it melded so well with the color that it's already the card. I didn't think it through. Either way, I'm gonna get mashed up next turn. Only need one prize card. Can you guys tell what I'm gonna do? Do you think I'm gonna try to work things out? You know what I like about playing this game online? I don't have to think too hard about maths. What I was gonna do before was like evolve up Mahar Ma 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 Mahaku Mahatukita and put one price in front and knock it out with ease. But then realized I couldn't knock out the Lucario just so, the Latias just so. Now I was quaking on my boots here because I just went up against a Petulant and that was tough. If I had gone up against them this time round, my ass would have been grass. Thank goodness. And look how quick easily I could have set up there. I already have whatever I need to put on the bench, my main man on the center there. And just like that, I win. No effort at all. Yo, up and around. You know, one of the things I always wanted to do, I wanted to play like a Pokemon with that was in my rank, like the decks with those Pokemon. So I had tried to make a Greninja deck because of that, because Greninja in itself was good in its bones. This is the second one we're fighting against. They have a different type of idea going on. What I like about this deck, look how quickly we can set up Solrock, and we have 3 attackers really in this deck, which is really nice. Oof, gonna get hit. Thank you. I think Lucario could take a hit. Could totally take a hit. Once I evolve up that Mahokita, I'll put them up that Fizz in front for them 2 free prizes. I was up against a lot of various either 1 prize a deck or 3 prize a decks. So this 2 prize I think kinda like make me feel a little bit inept here because they have the upper hand of putting more people up front who could possibly hit hard or hit me or kill me in 2 turns. And I might not guarantee killing them in 1 turn either. So that is where the old decks have an upper hand. And the moment they put 2 more energy on that Greninja, I will be in trouble because, or evolve up the one on the bench, I would be in trouble because of that second attack. Like, after this, they just need 2 prizes. Already, you can see I need 3, right? There's nothing I could do to hit them for 3 right now. That's his game. That is game. Because once they use that second attack, they have the 2 prizes that they need. This deck doesn't have any bench protection. I don't think I want to put bench protection right now because it's working so well. I don't think I had a lot of matchups where I could see a lot of wrong other than it being weak to psychic. This deck is super easy, and it might have the issue of not being able to fight up against things that are more complex or poisonous. So far, poison decks would be petulant and bench protection needed. We're up against another classic deck coming up here with the Raging Bolt, the tiger that's dressed like a giraffe. The strategy really is to load up and have my baby boys on the bench fight because I think they'd need 70 energy, 70 energy to properly knock out my Mega Lucario, which they could very well do right now. Bye bye. Oh, Premium Power Pro Common Clutch again. I didn't realize how low hit point Raging Bolt is. You know, when he knocks out my Hariyama, I will put, oh no, skill guys, skill. It really does feel different when you're up against skilled players. So these matchups is really be random. It don't really have to go by anything. You could be in any rank and you could fight anybody in any rank and not people in your same level. So when I say sometimes it's a skill issue, it is a skill issue both for me and my opponent. I could have be up against a player who's better than me or someone who is less better than me, and obviously I'd usually get the upper hand with someone who wouldn't be as better because I'd know my deck more and can work around things. Now, I want to point something out, right? I like cute Pokemon. I like playing cute Pokemon. And Last, Frost was one of the ones I really liked seeing, but at a point in time I didn't really know how to use her. You guys, this person's taken 5 ever. Okay, immediately we know that we're up against a Grimmsnarl. A spoiled for choice. Let's see if I can get a Solrock in here so that my hand may look a little bit more presentable. Nice. I'll delete it and leave it up to chance. Nice. Alright, I like how this bench looking. Nothing too bad. No, I didn't freeze. It's just that how I have more for choice, you know? Oh, but good luck wasted. Never mind. Plan could still go as usual next round. Nice. Can you guys see what I want to do already? I want to evolve up my Lucario, switch out my Makituba, and boss up their little grim, little teenage. Oops. Guess they couldn't handle. They couldn't handle the defeat. Oh oh. This deck isn't so bad. It's holding its own. It's having quick setup, everything. I don't really have a lot of complaints right now. I identified 2 weaknesses, but that's it. Don't really have a lot of edits to make to this deck. Maybe in other matches when I come up against other people with the same deck and they want to make it a little bit more fun, I'll look at their build and see how amazing their brain looks and might switch it up to that. Already the biggest threat on this field is that Clefairy. Up against a Jotik Box. Here and there in terms of thinking what I want to do. Because they have like tough little shits on their bench. One thing I could be glad about is next turn I am definitely going to get 2 energy, put it on Lucario and kill the Clefairy. They don't seem to have any backup right now. That Latias is there, but I got speechless when they brought Mew on the bench, guys. I got speechless. I had to use my full brain power to think whether or not I wanted to evolve into my Ryama. Whoa, cutting it close, guys. Right. I don't like that Pokemon Pikachu scene. Just need 3 prizes. That deck is very complex and nice, but free food, you know? Free food for the soul. Mr. Luna is coming patch with a lot of decks. I think I have him or her in this deck. Have not seen it yet though. Yeah, but you guys wanna know? It's weak to rock type. I didn't need anything else after that. Originally, I wanted this to be something I was playing in an Eternatus, so I would have like a easier climb upward. But like I said before, the other decks were a little bit too complicated for me to be doing on no sleep. And this deck is very straightforward. Oh no! Kadabra! I know. I'm risking it with not using that Ayuno, keeping it in hand. But my priority right now should be to, if they don't have a... Okay, cool. I don't have to worry about any rare candy enough. Okay, so... No matter how many cards they have right now, they're not going to be able to attack me. So what I really need to do is boss up or put something on front. Yep, I wasn't gonna waste that supporter yet. That could possibly evolve next turn. Right. This poor dude really sucks that he didn't have a rare candy. I'm up 3 prizes to give him a free food with Atfez on the bench. Really need an extra Yama. I was bringing up the Alakazam. Oop. Yep. Because once I killed the Alakazam, I could have like have free food later, even if they set up. Alright. So the deck didn't need much changing. Still the same things. Don't have a lot of complaints. I wasn't really up against my weakness. Any type of weakness except like with Gardevior once and a little spooked with the Clefairy and the Jotik Box that I experienced. All in all, the deck in itself is good. No issues. I do think that how it has a lot of chance with either hitting or missing because of how simple it is and because of how the decks are. I'll be playing up against would be more complicated, more versatile. This one isn't really versatile. Alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.